Hi everyone, it's Darry here with you again, and welcome to my back garden. Thankfully, it's night time because you can't see. Well, there isn't a lot to see because a lot of work needs to be done. But I want to share with you something that my mum said to me just literally a few days before she died. Something that stuck with me for a long time. Be the best version of you. Now, I put out an appeal a few weeks ago. Um, Not because I wanted to. If I could have avoided it, I would. But it was a case of had to. Um, because I need help. I need help selling my house. And the more I think about having to sell my house, I'm thinking of what my mum said to me, that be the best version you can be. And it doesn't feel like that I am, in a way. But, you see, it could be very easy for me to blame society and blame this, that, and the other. I'm not going to blame. The fact of the matter is simple. I have multiple sclerosis. And I'm coming up on my 10th anniversary with that. And for the most part, I've had it good. I really have had it good with the MS. It has been under control. My treatment was changed. It's not agreeing with me. I don't have that physical strength that I once had to maintain things. The other downside, of course, is not being able to work, as in physical work. I made a decision to step away from taxi driving early last year because really for over 2 years I wasn't able for it. I wasn't able to put in the hours that you'd need to put in to, make it pay. But I'm sitting here tonight and I'm thinking, how could I be the best version of me? I need a job. I need a purpose. I need something to focus on. As well as my singing, I need to be back singing. Heaven help us. I have a new album that I was working on 12 years ago that needs to be out there, but I'd love to get a job on radio, or I'd love to get a job where I could advocate for people, speak for people. And when Mum said to me, be the best version you can be, she also mentioned the words gratitude and acceptance. Now, those two words in one sentence, they sound a lot. And what she meant by that is, if somebody offers to help, accept it and be grateful for it. I had a visit today from somebody. Not going to mention names, it wouldn't be right. But somebody that reached out and wants to help here in the garden. And I am very grateful. I am, totally so grateful for that offer. And I will accept it. And I did assure him that I have a GoFundMe set up. And I'm not expecting anybody to do anything for nothing, but that I'm relying on the generosity of good people like you that are watching to help me get back on my feet. And I guess that's what it's all about. I need to make a clean break. I need to sell the house. I need to get those vultures off my back. Spry finance. I'll never forgive the financial advisor who, brought my mum up that path and left her there. I'll never forgive him for that. But I can't change the past. All I can do is live in the now, change tomorrow. And, people that offer to help, you've no idea how much it means. But I'm not expecting people to do nothing for nothing. I wouldn't expect it of anyone. So I want to make a clean break from here, from this house. Unfortunately, it's too big, but it's too old. And I know people are going to say, why don't you rent out a few rooms? I wish it were that simple. Because the bank, they could close in at any given moment. I cannot give security of tenure to anyone. And if I were to rent out a room, I'd have to spend a lot of money to get the room in shape. But that's not even a conversation, guys. I can't give security of tenure. And there's no way I would take on the responsibility of letting out a room to somebody and in a week, 2 week, month, 2 months time say, guys, I'm sorry, you gotta go, because I gotta go. That's not right. It's not fair. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want it done to me. I'm also conscious that I put up a video last night about Besborough, and somebody said in a reply that I was always thinking of others. Well, that's the only way that I've been brought up, is to think of others. That's the way I was brought up. Think of others first before yourself. I'm trying to create a kind of a balance, if you like, of between caring for others and caring for me. I'm going to go to this gathering on Saturday at 2:30 outside the Cork City Library, where we need to get the message through to the Taoiseach Micheál Martin that we've had enough, that a compulsory purchase order must be put in place to protect those burial grounds that are Besborough. I'm not impressed with his response in the Dáil. For the second time in a week, Holly Cairns of the Social Democrats raised the issue in the Dáil and was shouted down by the Taoiseach, and more excuses were given. But she's not the only one. Ivana Bacik of Labour has been out. In fact, she's been very, very strong on this, as has Senator Laura Harman in Cork, and many others. This is a defining moment, guys, in Irish history. You know, if we want to move into tomorrow, we can't ignore yesterday. There are a lot of people out there that are hurting, and for some, they may never heal. But what can help them on the healing journey is having a place to go and remember, having a place to go and put flowers down, to consider, even to pray. So I will do that on Saturday. I want to get back into my music. I'd like to do a concert if I can, maybe in Cove or somewhere. I'm open to suggestion on that. And as much as I want to support charity, I need to support me too, guys, if you know what I mean. And I'm happy about this. You know, I've kind of made my peace that I do have to sell this house. I mean, there's no point in me staying here when I can't manage it, and it needs a family in here. So I'm ready to make that break. But again, I can only do that with the support of you, support of friends, family. I hate asking for help, but what can I do? If you can, I don't know, whatever, 5, 10 euro, 20 euro, I don't know. I'll leave a link to the GoFundMe page below. And I thank you so much for listening to me. And hopefully the next time I'll be back on stage and I'll be singing. And if I could find some paid work in the meantime, we'll take that too. And finally, be careful in this weather. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning now. I'm sitting out here in the garden and it feels cool and it's beautiful. Trust me. Normally I used to like the heat, but with my MS, not so much. But I want to make an appeal to people: if you have pets, do not take them out walking when the sun is at its hottest. Please don't, because you don't realize it, but the footpaths, the roads, they're burning hot. They're going to cause damage to the paws of the pets. Don't do it, but make sure that there's plenty of water there, and also look in on older people, people who are living alone, because I hate to admit this, but the older we get, our tolerance level of things diminishes. So if you know somebody that's of an older variety and they're living alone, check in on them. Might just be that they need a cold bottle of water, whatever it is. Just check in on them, because I want to get to a stage where we reclaim some of our past, where as a people we were always caring and we always looked in on each other, and for the most part we still do, but let's keep it up. Life is not sunshine and roses for everybody, even though from the outside it might look that way. But wherever you are, once again, thank you for your concern. Thank you for helping me. And more importantly, thank you for being my friend. And I will repay this to you. I promise. Have a good evening, and we'll talk soon. Take care.